Hi guys, I'm Alexandra Divine. Welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you for clicking on today's video. So I had a couple of comments on some of my other videos asking me different questions about bridal shopping. So I thought it would be a really good idea to do a bridal Q&A. I also asked over on the Dressworks Instagram page for all of the questions you guys have on bridal dress shopping. So let's get straight into it. I have also done another video on frequently asked questions from brides. I will link that up above now, and I will also link it at the end of this video as well if you guys want to go over and check that out for some different questions. If you sent in a question and I don't answer it in this video, definitely check out that other video because it's definitely answered in that one instead. If you do like the video today, please give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe. And if you click the bell, you'll also get the notifications for my upcoming videos. So the first question that I will answer is a question that I got on one of the comments on one of my other videos, and that was a lady asking for some advice for petite brides, brides under 5'2". Now, there isn't really a one rule fits everybody kind of answer for this question, unfortunately, but there are some kind of like general things that I can tell you to know what to expect and what can and can't be done, etc. So if you are 5'2" and under, probably the first thing to expect when you go shopping at a bridal boutique or an outlet or wherever it is that you're going, the dresses are going to be long for you. Now, I'm 5'8" and the standard length wedding dress is too long for even me. So they're kind of made to the standard length, and if you are pretty much 5'10" and under, they're going to be too long for you. A lot of bridal boutiques and outlets, they do provide like a step. They're normally quite large actually, where when you try the dresses on, you can step onto the step, so it allows you to see the dress better than it just kind of being kind of rolled up around your feet, because obviously you need to get the idea of how the dress is actually going to look. Now, some designers as well also offer a service where they can provide you with the dress that you love in a custom length. So if you go, you absolutely love a dress, it's kind of going to be way too long for you as the standard length, definitely ask the bridal consultant who you're working with if the design of the dress does offer the custom lengths. Because if you can get a custom length dress, not only will it just be kind of obviously shorter as a dress, but the proportions of the dress will be different as well. If the dress that you love, if the designer doesn't offer that custom length service, then most likely you will still be able to have the standard length altered to fit you. Use an example of like a mermaid dress. So a traditional mermaid silhouette dress is gonna obviously fit you all nice all the way around your bum, and it's gonna flare out at the bottom from underneath the knee. Now, a problem with that kind of style is when it's made as a standard length to kind of fit someone who's, you know, about 5'10". If you are a bride who's then 5'2" and under, you absolutely love that style. The designer, perhaps of the one that you really love, doesn't offer that custom length service. Then you might think, oh, well, I can't have this dress because when I have it taken up, basically you're gonna lose that whole fishtail effect at the bottom because it would need to be kind of taken up so much. Now, some dresses can actually be taken up from the waist instead, so that you don't lose that kind of shape at the bottom. If you are unsure, definitely speak to your bridal consultant about it, and perhaps the boutique or the outlet does also have an in-house seamstress who may be able to come out and speak to you whilst you're at your appointment to kind of explain how she can or maybe can't alter the dress for you. Style-wise, I really truly do not believe that there is just kind of one style that is going to suit a petite bride and then like these other styles that just don't suit petite brides. I really don't believe in that. I really truly believe that it is such a combination of factors as to what dress is going to be perfect for you and make you feel the most special. I know that that might not be particularly helpful for the petite bride who's clicked on this video and really does want help with the styles. Now, even though I do truly believe that you should go and just try everything on and know what you feel best in and that there's absolutely nothing written out for you, there might be something that you actually want. So for instance, if you are a petite bride and what you want is to appear like longer, to appear a bit taller, then there are certain styles that you can go for that will help with that. So For instance, if that is your goal, to appear a little bit longer, then the column style dress is a really, really good option. Or empire waistlines. So an empire waistline is a dress that has a waistline a little bit higher up rather than down on the traditional waist. By moving the waistline up, it kind of gives the illusion of having like a longer like leg base. So there are definitely things like that that you can go for if that is what you want. So the next question that was asked was, is there only ever one bride per appointment? Now, at our boutique, The Dress Works, the answer is yes, it is always, no matter what day of the week it is, no matter what time of the year, there is always just one bride in the boutique at one time shopping for her dress. Now, I do think that that is generally the case for most of the smaller boutiques, and a lot of the reason for that is because bridal shopping, it is completely different to just shopping on the high streets. Of course, if you go to a much larger boutique, or maybe kind of going on to like an outlet style store, then there is going to be more than one bride in at a time. And again, there'll be kind of different variations with that. So some bigger outlets perhaps will offer a more private changing room experience to others. And again, it's just personal preference. So some brides aren't particularly bothered if there's other people there, some people are. Definitely is worth kind of asking the questions to the bridal boutique, to the outlet, if that is something that is definitely really important to you. The next question that was asked was, what underwear should I wear to my appointment? Now, really, the answer that I would give to that is as little underwear as possible. Obviously, you're gonna come with pants. Now, because of depending on what style of dress you want to wear. So if you particularly do want to try on, for instance, like a crepe dress, then really as little underwear as possible. Definitely go for like a nude or a white coloured pair of pants, preferably a thong if you're comfortable to wear thongs. Because like I said, if you're going for something like a crepe dress, then potentially you may see a neckline there. You know, obviously that's not going to matter as much if you want to go for more like a traditional ball gown style dress or something like that. You know, you could wear kind of bright pink pants with frills on and you're not going to see that underneath. But if you do want to kind of try a big range of dresses, definitely go for, yeah, as small of underwear as you are happy to kind of wear. Bra wise as well, most of the dresses do come with the bra fitted into them, lots of boning, so you don't really need to wear a bra. And with some dresses, wearing a bra is actually a bad thing because, you know, you'd be able to kind of see it at the back and it might affect how you view a dress if you have your bra on, but you can see all the straps and things. So if you do want to wear a bra, I would definitely go for nude and definitely strapless. But if you are comfortable when you get to the boutique, the best thing to do is to take your bra off, because then you can see how the dress fits properly. When it comes to things like shapewear with bridal shopping can sometimes hinder things. So if you have shapewear and obviously it's kind of keeping you a nice shape on the waist and on the hips, what it can sometimes do is kind of push your waist up, and it kind of makes your bust area bigger. And some things that we've found is that if a bride has shapewear on, I will try and do up the dress and it'll get to the bust and the dress won't zip, but then we'll go and roll the shapewear down, and because that's then kind of released what it was kind of pushing up, the dress will then zip. Now, again, with a lot of bridal dresses, because it does have thicker materials and boning, that it kind of provides the shapewear for you. I would recommend, if you are someone who really likes wearing shapewear and that's what you feel really comfortable in, definitely bring it, definitely wear it. You know, you have to feel comfortable, but definitely wear some underwear underneath as well, just in case when you start trying the dresses that it would kind of be better to kind of take them off. The next question that was asked was, what style of dress is best for a larger busted bride? Now, unfortunately, I don't have any personal experience of this one, unfortunately. But based on kind of my experience of working with brides, kind of again, same as the Petite Brides. Now, you don't have to rule out any particular kind of style or shape of neckline or style of dress or anything like that, because dresses, they're all kind of crafted and created so differently. So we'll kind of get a lot of brides who'll say, I have a large bust, I don't want to wear a strapless dress because I don't want to feel like I'm falling out of it, which of course is completely valid. Now, some dresses that are, for instance, like a sweetheart neckline, they kind of sit differently. So some will kind of give that kind of effect that the bride is talking about, where it sits quite low on their chest and they're feeling like they're kind of spilling out the top. But that definitely are some strapless dresses that sit much higher up. So you still get the kind of sweetheart neckline, but it kind of sits higher on your chest rather than lower on your chest. So that kind of provides the coverage and the support because the dress has like boning and different things in it as well. So you don't necessarily have to rule out certain styles. If you do have a large chest, it's just about perhaps finding the right one of that style, if that makes sense. If you really do want a lot of support though, I personally would recommend going for a dress that does have a thicker strap, as once that is altered to fit you kind of lengthwise, because most straps do need shortening, once that kind of sits perfectly on you, that is going to provide you just with endless support for the whole day. The next question is, do I need an underskirt? So I think of an underskirt as an underskirt with a hoop. So you can get all different varieties of underskirt. You can get one with just a single hoop on the bottom. You can get 2 hoops, which is kind of making it a little bit wider. A 3 hoop one, which makes kind of even bigger. You can get ones with and without extra tulle added on the top as well. But when I speak about the underskirts now, I'm just generally talking about having an underskirt that has 1 or more actual hoops in it. So I think having a hoop under your dress is 100% personal preference. You do not need one. You do not need one. It is just whatever you feel best with as the bride. You can get fishtail, mermaid style hoops as well as the A-line and ball gown style ones. Now, if you are thinking about it, if you are considering whether or not you do want an underskirt / hoop, there are some things to consider. So the benefits of having one are it can give you more structure to your dress. So whether that is an A-line or ball gown or fishtail style, the hoop can provide that little bit extra structure. So that's one positive. The next thing to consider is having the hoop underneath your dress, because it is keeping the material of the dress away from your feet. Wearing a hoop and an underskirt, it can make it easier to walk and move around in, rather than the dress kind of gathering around your feet. And weirdly, even though you're adding that kind of extra layer to your dress, wearing the underskirt can also make you feel cooler. If you add that hoop underneath it, because it is keeping the material away from your legs, it's kind of allowing more airflow around your legs, rather than it just being kind of your legs and then like material stuck onto your legs, which potentially, depending on where you're getting married or how much you're moving around, potentially could make you a little bit sweaty having all that material there. So those are definitely kind of the plus sides of having a hoop. But if you're not concerned with any of those things, then you don't really need one. It's really then just kind of adding expense onto an already expensive day. Some dresses may not be appropriate to wear a hoop with as well. If you perhaps have a dress that has like a sheer panel here, or where, depending on where the sheer panel goes, having the hoop sitting up, depending on where it kind of fits, you may end up seeing the hoop through the sheer detail of the dress, just depending on where the hoop sits and then where the sheer effect stops on the dress. So that, that is maybe something that you want to consider. That brings us to the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said at the beginning, I will also link the other video with the other questions just here as well. If you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.